शुक्लाम्बरधरं विष्णुं शशिवर्णं चतुर्भुजं प्रसन्नवदनं ध्यायेत् सर्वविघ्नोपशान्तये अगजाननपद्मार्कं गजाननमहर्निशम् अनेकदन्तं भक्तानामेकदन्तमुपास्महे दोर्भिर्युक्ता चतुर्भिः स्फटिकमणिमयीमक्षमालां दधाना हस्तेनैकेन पद्मं सितमपि च सुखं पुस्तकं चापरेण भासा कुन्देन्दुशङ्खस्फटिकमणिनिभा भासमाना समाना सा मे वाग्देवतेयं निवसतु वदने सर्वदा सुप्रसन्ना मूकं करोति वाचालं पङ्गुं लङ्घयते गिरिं यत्कृपातमहं वन्दे परमानन्दमाधवम् नमः सर्वेभ्यः I am Trivikram. I am currently doing my PhD at IISc Bangalore. I am in first year, and today we will start uh, the first uh, sarga of Balakanda, which is known as Sankshepa Ramayana. So the story, what happens is that Valmiki Maharshi, he goes for doing Sandhya Vandana, and while he is doing Sandhya Vandana, he spots two Krauncha Pakshis, a male and a female, a Mithuna. They are playing with one another. It's evening time. The sun is setting. It's extremely beautiful. It's all very very beautiful. And then a hunter, he kills the male as soon as the male falls down because of the arrow that the hunter shot. The female starts to circle above him, and it is screaming and it's making a lot of noise. It's very very heart wrenching. As soon as he sees this, Valmiki Maharshi, out of his mouth, directly these words come out, which are perfectly in Anushtup Chandas. Manishadat Pratishthantvam Agamaha Shashpati Samaha Yatkrauncha Midhunadekam Avadhihi Kamamohitam. So he comes back to his ashrama. He is surrounded by his Sishyas. And he says, I said something very, very interesting today. I didn't expect that I would say something like this. But it has a nice tune to it. It has exactly uh, 32 syllables, I think, or aksharas. And so he is wondering what exactly this is. That is when Brahmadeva comes to his house, and Valmiki Maharshi does Atiti Satkara and then asks, Oh Mahanubhava, why did you come? And Brahmadeva says that you have what you said today is called a shloka because it was born out of shoka because of his heartache. It came out, which is shoka. That's why it's called a shloka. And you should write Ramayana using these shlokas. So right now, Valmiki Maharshi does not know how to write Ramayana. He does not know the full story, maybe. And then he is just wondering about this. He has been thinking about it. And one day, Narada Maharshi also comes. Narada Maharshi comes, and as soon as Narada Maharshi comes, he does Atiti Satkara, and he asks Narada Maharshi. So this is how it starts. That is the context. So this is okay. The time frame here is that already Ramayana has been complete. It's already over. Rama is right now ruling Ayodhya, coming back, and Valmiki Maharshi uh, is right now about to write Ramayana. So he does not know the full story, or we don't exactly know the context. So when Narada Maharshi comes, uh, he asks Narada Maharshi, only you can tell me what exactly happened. And Narada Maharshi also gives him Divya Drushti, and eventually he writes the whole Ramayana. But the first 100 slokas of the Balakanda are being said by Narada Maharshi. He briefly says the whole story without any, he does not miss anything. He completely tells the whole story and in brief. And with that, Valmiki Maharshi writes the complete Ramayana with 24,000 shlokas. And one interesting thing is that there are 24,000 shlokas, and Gayatri mantra has 24 aksharas. And you can see that the first shloka, first akshara of Ramayana is starting with Ta. And if you know Gayatri mantra, Ta is the starting akshara. Tatsaviturvarenyam iti. Okay. So I think you all can see my screen, right?
दृश्यते.
Yes.
Will anybody volunteer to say the shloka along with me? I'll say it once, you can say it once more.
Sure, sir.
Okay. ॐ तपस्वाध्यायनिरतम् okay, you can
ॐ तपस्वाध्यायनिरतम्
तपस्वी वाग्विदां वरम्
तपस्वी वाग्विदाम्बरम्
नारदं परिपप्रच्छ
नारदं परिपप्रच्छ
वाल्मीकिर्मुनिपुङ्गवम्.
वाल्मीकिर्मुनिपुङ्गवम्.
Very nice. We'll read this once more. So others also who are there in our call, they also can look at the screen and try to say it for themselves. So that the goal of our thing is we should be at least able to read the 100 shlokas without any problem. We should be able to quickly read it. So this will be helpful for any parayana that you might want to do. And once you have learned it, or when you are able to read it quickly, it only takes like 5 to 6 minutes to read the whole, like maybe 10 minutes to read the complete 100 shlokas. So it can add to your daily parayana thing. So you all also can follow along and try to read these shlokas. Can anybody else also volunteer? I'll read the same shloka once again.
I will read.
Okay, ma'am. तपस्वाध्यायनिरतम्
तपस्वाध्यायनिरतम्
तपस्वी वाग्विदां वरम्
तपस्वी वाग्विदाम्बरम्
नारदं परिपप्रच्छ
नारदं परिपप्रच्छ
वाल्मीकिर्मुनिपुङ्गवम्.
वाल्मीकिर्मुनिपुङ्गवम्.
Okay, so now let's try to understand the meaning of these words. So this is what is happening. So what we try to see is we can directly, okay. So this is also because this is from Samskrita Sangha. I would like to ask you one thing. Do we want to also try to understand it without going through translations? Just by looking at the words here, can we try to understand it, or or should we directly go to a translation and look at what the meaning is? Anybody?
Without translation, please.
Yes, we'll try. If we are unable to translate some words, or if we are unable to understand some words, we can always fall back for the translation, right? So first we can search the verb here. Paripapracha is the verb. Paripapracha, okay. Papracha means is the past tense of so to ask. This means asked. Paripapracha means he asked, or like over and over or eagerly. Uh, so paripapracha. What did so somebody asked? Who is this? Who is asking? To whom is this question being posed to? So there are two things. Valmikihi Valmikihi अत्र अस्ति. Valmikir iti, we can see that rakara, that is actually visarga, because of sandhi it became repha. So Valmikihi paripapracha. Whom? Naradam. Valmiki is asking Narada. What is he asking? What, like, rest of all these words here are just adjectives to define like what kind of people Narada and Valmiki are. So if you look at this carefully, tapaha swadhyaya niratam, tapaswadhyaya niratam. The one nirataha is somebody who is always engrossed in. In what? Tapas and Swadhyaya. The one who is doing always tapasya and Swadhyaya niratam, Naradam. Tapaswadhyaya niratam, Naradam. Who is also Vagvidambaram, who is the best among those who know all. So Vak means generally it means sound or word, right? It means the speech. So we can think that, he is one of the best people who can, like, who is very, very good at talking, or who is very, very good at expressing ideas or explaining things, etc. Vagvidam Varam. Varam means best among. Vagvidam Varam Naradam Paripapracha. Kaha Valmikihi. Kidrushaha Valmikihi. Tapasvi Valmikihi. The one who is always doing tapasya. Tapasvi Valmikihi. Munipungavam. Again, Munipungavam is again referring to Narada here. Naradam Munipungavam Vagvidamvaram Tapasvadhyaya Niratam Tam Tapasvi Valmikihi Paripapracha. Is this clear?
Yes.
So the ultimate meaning is Tapasvi Valmikihi, the very great sage Valmiki, asked Tapasvadhyaya Niratam, the sage Narada, who is Tapasvadhyaya Niratam, who is always engrossed in tapas and swadhyaya, and who is also best among people who can explain things, and also uh, Munipungavaha, he is best among all the munis. So that is the meaning of the first shloka. Is this clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Let's try to go to the next slokam. Somebody again can volunteer to read along with me. Konvasmin sampratam loke. Is somebody there?
कोऽन्वस्मिन् साम्प्रतं लोके
Gunavan kascha viryavan.
गुणवान् कश्च वीर्यवान्
Dharmagnyascha kritagnyascha.
धर्मज्ञश्च कृतघ्नश्च
Satyavakyo drudhavrataha.
सत्यवाक्यो दृढव्रतः.
We'll go once more. Somebody else can unmute themselves and read along. Konvasmin sampratam loke.
कोऽन्वस्मिन् साम्प्रतं लोके
Gunavan kascha viryavan.
गुणवान् कश्च वीर्यवान्
Dharmagnyascha kritagnyascha.
धर्मज्ञश्च कृतज्ञश्च
Satyavakyo drudhavrataha.
सत्यवाक्यो दृढव्रतः.
Okay. Now let's try to identify the verb. Can somebody identify the verb? Is there a verb in this shloka?
I don't think there's a verb.
There is no asti iti. So when there is no verb in a shloka, you have to add asti. Is basically. Asti means is in English. So because there is no verb, let's see what is being said here. Kaha nu asmin sampratam loke. So let's go to this one. This version gives a more he divides all the verbs up, and also it's easier to slightly see what is going on. Kaha nu asmin kon vasmin sampratam loke gunavan kaha cha. Kascha is written there. As you can see, kascha is actually kaha and cha. Kascha viryavan dharmagnyascha कृतज्ञश्च सत्यवाक्यो दृढव्रतः धर्मज्ञः च कृतज्ञः च सत्यवाक्यः दृढव्रतः. So what is being said? Nu Nu is like it's an upasarga. The nu is basically uh, it is saying really, truly, etc. It is just stress marker. It is increasing this question's intensity to some degree. Kaha, no, who really? Asmin, here. Asmin means in this. Sampratam means presently. Loke, in this world. Loke, Gunavan kaha. So, who is Gunavan? Who has all gunas? Who is a Gunavan? Who has sadgunas? Kaha cha Viryavan, who is also a Viryavan, who has Virya. Dharmagnaha kaha iti. So you just have to add this kaha everywhere. Dharmagnaha kaha. Krutagnaha cha kaha. So he's also dharmagnaha. Not just he is gunavan. Not just he is viryavan. He who is dharmagnaha. Who knows dharma. Who knows who is krutagnaha. Krutagnaha means the one who remembers the well done, like if somebody does something good for another person, if the other person remembers the good that has been done towards them, that kind of person is called a krutagnyah. Krutagnyascha satyavakyaha, who always talks the truth. Drudhavrataha, who is steadfast in whatever thing he has, like drudhavrataha means who is steadfast basically. So that is basically the question. Asti, you can add this asti at the end. Who is present like this? And also look at the question here. It's interesting to note that he is adding the word sampratam. He is saying that currently in this world, don't give me the examples of some old people that I don't know about. That might be all of these things. Is there somebody right now in this world whom we can see that has all these properties or all these gunas? गुणवान् वीर्यवान् धर्मज्ञः कृतज्ञः सत्यवाक्यः दृढव्रतः. Is that clear?
Yes,
Can
sir.
we add some comments?
Yes, definitely. You're
Yes,
welcome.
I think the use of the word sampratam is very, like you rightly said, ati samichinam, because we always tend to take examples from the past and we tend to worship people who are no longer with us, and
Mm,
it's very easy to eulogize and pedestalize, extol some people who are in the past. But when it actually comes in contemporarily, we tend
mm.
to give them not the benefit of doubt as much as we would give for past figures. So is that something?
Might be.
Uh,
Yes, absolutely.
that's why he is also asking for contemporarily in his time. Who is this person?
Mm, nice. Any other points? Feel free to discuss any related or interesting points. If no other points, then we can move to the next shloka. Uh,
Sir, more likely, I mean, I have something more like a question at this point of time. So, since we've spoken about the word sampratim, does this mean that the questions that Valmiki Maharshi is posing to Narada is happening parallelly along with Lord Ram's pastimes that is happening in
yeah,
the
right now
same
Rama,
time?
as I mentioned before, Rama is right now ruling Ayodhya. He has come back. Ramayana is over. He has
Okay.
saved Sita from Ravana. He is back in Ayodhya. He is right now ruling. So actually, if you go by Ramayana itself, it says that Rama, after coming back, ruled for a long time.
Yes, yes.
So this is all of this is happening after the Ramayana story has been completed.
So, does that mean even the Uttara Ramayana part also is done?
That I don't know.
Okay.
That I don't know. This much I know.
Okay, sir. Okay.
Yeah. We'll go to the next shloka then. It would be great if others also would join in, unmute themselves and read along. Feel free. I'm reading the next shloka. Whoever wants to unmute can unmute right now and we'll start. चारित्रेण च को युक्तः
चारित्रेण च को युक्तः
सर्वभूतेषु को हितः
सर्वभूतेषु को हितः
विद्वान् कः समर्थश्च
विद्वान् कः समर्थश्च
कश्चैकप्रियदर्शनः.
कश्चैकप्रियदर्शनः.
Somebody else can also unmute. We'll quickly read this. चारित्रेण च को युक्तः
चारित्र्येण च को युक्तः
चारित्रेण च को युक्तः
चारित्र्येण च को युक्तः
सर्वभूतेषु को हितः
सर्वभूतेषु को हितः
hitah. So actually, I know some of you might be people whose mother tongue is Hindi or other northern languages. This is a common thing that happens in these languages where they remove the akara or ikara etc. that are there in the last akshara of a word, right? So आप बोलते हो अक्षर बोलते हो, है ना? ये अण्ण ऐसे चारित्रेण ऐसे बोलते हो आप. तो ये चीज संस्कृत में नहीं है.
Okay.
So this is not present in Sanskrit. So what you have to do is you just have to read this na as na. Charitrena cha.
Chaритрена. Actually, I have like in our region we get issue with na and na. Like so that's like regional issue.
Oh no, it's fine. I think that there are these kinds of issues with any other people as well. Even Telugu people or Kannada people, etc. Although they might say that they are better because they actually pronounce the last akaras, they themselves do other kinds of mistakes. So I think that is always there. So
Yeah.
it's fine. चारित्रेण च को युक्तः
चारित्र्येण च को युक्तः
सर्वभूतेषु को हितः
सर्वभूतेषु को हितः
विद्वान् कः समर्थश्च
विद्वान् कः समर्थश्च
कश्चैकप्रियदर्शनः.
कश्चित्प्रियदर्शनः.
Very nice. Thank you very much, ma'am.
Thank you.
Yeah. So let's try to understand the meaning here. चारित्रेण च को युक्तः. कः चारित्रेण युक्तः? Who is Charitrena? Charitrena means with charitra. Charitra means what is it called? How do we translate this word? It's very hard to translate. Ma'am?
Is it charitra?
Yeah, charitra.
And that is character, like
Character.
only?
Yes, absolutely. So who is who yuktaha? Yuktaha means along with, the one who has charitrena yuktaha. Charitrena yuktaha kaha. Who has charitra? Who is character? Who has a good character? Iti. And then he's saying sarvabhuteshu ko hitaha. Sarvabhuteshu hitaha kaha. Sarvabhuteshu meaning all bhutas. Bhutas means what? Bhutas means the Panchabhutas. Everything that we see in this world is thought to be made up of all these Panchabhutas. Therefore, everything that we see, hear, touch, taste, etc. are all made up of Bhutas. Sarva Bhuteshu means living things and non-living things in the whole world. Hitaha kaha. Hitaha means the one who does well or who does good. Sarva Bhuteshu hitaha. The one who does good or well to all these bhutas. Saha kaha. Who is that person? Not only that, vidwan kaha. Who is that vidwan? Who has vidya? Vidyavan iti vidwan. Kaha samarthaha. Who is capable? Cha kaschaika priyadarshanah. Kascha eka priyadarshanah. Who is that person? Who is Priyadarshanaha? Priyadarshanaha means who is very, very lovely to look at. Priyadarshanaha. Uh, who is very, very beautiful or handsome, where we always want to look at them. Priyadarshanaha. So these are, so till now what have we discussed? He said Gunavan, Viryavan, Dharmagnaha, Krutagnaha, Satyavakyaha, Drudhavrataha. Who has character, and then who does good to all beings. Bhutas means beings. Sarva bhuteshu, all beings. Hitaha, who does good to all beings. Vidvan kaha, who has great vidya. And samarthaha, who is capable and also very, very handsome or beautiful. Who is this person? Or is there a person? In fact, the question is, if there is such a person, let me know. That is the question. Konvasmin sampratam loke, if there is a person. Iti. So, this is what he is posing. Any questions about the meaning here? So, again, in this shloka also there is no verb. We can add in asti. So, who is present like that? Or if there is person that is there. So, the is that we are using in the English sentences is asti. Asti. Any comments before we go to the next shloka? No? Feel free, please. One of you, other than those who have already unmuted, can unmute and we will read the next shloka. Atmavan.
Okay.
Atmavan ko jitak krodho
आत्मवान् को जितक्रोधो
द्युतिमान को न सूयकः
श्रुतिमान् को न सूयकः
द्युतिमान को न सूयकः द्युतिमान. Yeah, it's Dyuti.
द्युतिमान् को अनुसूयकः
Correct. द्युतिमान को अनसूयकः अनसूयकः को न सूयकः कस्य बिभ्यति देवाश्च
कस्य बिभ्यति देवाश्च
जातरोषस्य संयुगे
जातरोषस्यः संयुगे.
So, thank you very much. We will go over it once more. Some other person can also unmute themselves and we'll go over. Is somebody ready? Hello? Is someone ready?
Yes.
Okay. आत्मवान् को जितः क्रोधो
आत्मवान् को जितक्रोधो
द्युतिमान् को न सूयकः
द्युतिमान् को न सूयकः
कस्य बिभ्यति देवाश्च
कस्य बिभ्यति देवाश्च
जातरोषस्य संयुगे.
जातरोषस्य संयुगे.
Beautiful. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Yeah, we'll read this meaning now. Atmavan kaha. Who is Atmavan? So this is a very interesting term. Atmavan. Atma generally means self, right? Atmavan kaha. Who has Atma? Atmavan kaha. That's what it means. Who has self? What does that mean? Any ideas? Before we you keep thinking about it, we will go to the next words. Jitak krodhaha. The one who has jitaha, krodhaha, yaha, saha. Jitak krodhaha. The one who has won over krodha, anger or rage. Jitak krodhaha. Dyutiman. Dyutiman means light. The one who is always shining or the one who is bright. Dyutiman. Kaha anasuyakaha. Kaha, who is this person? That is anasuyakaha. That does not actually is jealous. He is never jealous. Kasya bibhyati devascha. So this is a very interesting say, this is very interesting. Bibhyati devaha. Devaha api bibhyati. Even devatas are afraid of whom? Kasya means whom. Of whom even devatas are afraid of. When jata roshasya samyuge. When he gets angry, roshasya samyuge. यदा सः जातः रोषसंयुगे जातः तदा देवताः अपि बिभ्यति. So when he actually gets angry, even devatas are also extremely terrified. Iti. So now coming back, what is this Atmavan? Any ideas? Any thoughts? Feel free to answer.
According to the little knowledge I might have had, I think I could interpret it as someone who knows himself, like on a spiritual level, someone who is so, how do you say, he is known. I mean, he knows what he is, or he knows himself or his soul or what he is.
Correct. That's what I also think. Let's also not just think, let's also confirm with this translation. Uh, that's also what I think. I think the one who has Atma Jnana is Atmavan. That's what I think. Atmavan is being translated to courageous. It's interesting. So
Okay.
these are the tools I use. So you can also use. There is something called learnsanskrit.cc where you can search these words and get Atmavanchana nastu. Atmavan नास्ति वा आत्मवत् आत्मवत् आत्मवध नास्ति Atmavan. Okay, there is no direct translation available. So here, this translator is making it courageous. I'm not so sure of the
At
translation.
the translation, it is written. It is not Atma. In the
Hmm.
translation, that translator has written that also. That in
Is
this
it?
case, this is not a soul.
Oh.
Here, the word Atma is not a soul, but a courage.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Atma is not the soul but courage. Atma जीवी धृति देहे स्वभावे परमात्मनि आत्मजीवे धृति धृतौ देहे अमरकोश. I see. Okay. All right. Good. So let's move on to the next shloka. So this shloka is saying that who is courageous? Jitakrodhaha was one over rage or anger. Dyutiman, the one who is shining. Anasuyakaha, who does not is never jealous. Kasya bibhyati devascha jatarosisya samyuge. Even devatas are afraid of him when he is angry. So who is that kind of person? So some other person also can unmute themselves and we can read the next shloka. Is somebody ready?
Yeah.
Okay. एतदिच्छाम्यहं श्रोतुम्
एतदिच्छाम्यहं श्रोतुम्
परं कौतूहलं हि मे
परं कौतूहलं हि मे
महर्षे त्वं समर्थोऽसि
महर्षे त्वं समर्थोऽसि
ज्ञातुमेवं विधं नरम्.
ज्ञातुमेवं विधं नरम्.
Thank you very much. Somebody can else also can unmute themselves and we'll quickly go through this shloka as well. Is somebody else ready?
Yes.
Okay. एतदिच्छाम्यहं श्रोतुम्
एतदिच्छाम्यहं श्रोतुम्
परं कौतूहलं हि मे
परं कौतूहलं हि मे
महर्षे त्वं समर्थोऽसि
महर्षेतुं समर्थोऽसि
ज्ञातुमेवं विधन्
ज्ञातुमेवं विदम्बरम्.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Yeah. So we'll try to understand this as well, this shloka. Now this shloka has a verb. Can somebody identify the verb?
Shrotum.
Shrotum is the verb. Param kautuhalam hi me maharshe tvam samarthosi jnatumevam vidham naram.
Jnatu.
Shrotum, jnatum. Jnatum is also there. Shrotum is also there. But unfortunately, both of these are not verbs, but rather verb turned noun forms, I think. So, etadichamyaham. Etad means this. So, whatever he has been talking about till now, all these different qualities, ichhami. Ichhami is the verb. it is it is nicely sandwiched between two other words. As you can see here, it has been broken up into its parts. This is also nice. Etat ichhami aham shrotum. So actually, this ichhami is the verb. Ichhami means desire. I desire. What does he desire? Shrotum ichhami. I want to listen to this. I desire to listen. Param
Uh,
kautuhalam. Yeah.
can you please repeat why we are not considering Shrotum and Gnatum as verbs here?
Uh, this tum is there, right? This is a pratyaya that makes a verb into a noun, or it's a, what is it called? There are these kinds of forms in English as well, right? Where a verb is converted into a noun just by adding something. Uh, how do I say this?
Yes, yes.
Tum. Tum. Let's see. Uh, Tumul pratyaya. I think I don't exactly remember. So ichhami is the actual verb.
Okay, sir.
Shrotum means to hear. It's not. It's not a verb. Shrotum ichhami, or rather, I think this is an asamapaka kriya maybe. No, no, it's not. Sorry. Shrotum ichhami. Aham shrotum ichhami. I would like to listen. Etad shrotum ichhami aham. I would like to listen to this. What is this? Param kautuhalam hi me. He is again a stressor. It is just saying that, really, truly, I want to listen to this. Me. What is this? Param kautuhalam bhime. Param means very high or very much. Kautuhalam is basically kutuhala, curiosity. I am very, very curious. I have this very, I am highly curious to know this. Iti. Param kautuhalam hime. Maharshe. Hey Maharshe. Oh, Narada Maharshi. Tvam samarthosi. You are capable enough. ज्ञातुम एवं विधम नरम to know ज्ञातुम evam this kind of vidham evam vidham is this kind of naram that kind of human etadichhamyaham shrotum param kautuhalam hi me maharshe tvam samarthosi ज्ञातुम evam vidham naram iti. Any comments, any doubts or anything? तदिच्छाम्यहं श्रोतुं परं कौतूहलं हि मे महर्षे त्वं समर्थोऽसि ज्ञातुमेवं विधन्नरम्. You are the one who is capable enough. Samarthosi. Samarthaha asi. You are capable. Again, asi is also a verb, not only ichhami. I think we can take that this first line, ichhami is the verb. Or, yes. And also we can take asi as the verb in the second line. Maharshetvam samarthosi. You are capable. Asi, you are. What are you? Samarthaha asi. You are capable. Who is this Maharshe? Oh Maharshi, Tvam. You are, hey Maharshi, you are capable. What is he capable of? Jnatum. To know. To know what? Evam vidham naram. This kind of human. So this is how we try to understand these shlokas. So this is actually practice for you people also. So when you try to read some other shloka, you might try to understand it. This is how one should do it. You should slowly try to break it apart and see what is connecting to what and try to understand. We'll go to the next shloka then. Is somebody ready with their mics unmuted?
I can try, but this I'm doing the first time in my life.
No, it's fine.
This is my first session I joined.
That's wonderful. Thank you very much for coming. There is no need to be afraid of anything. Just try to sing it the way I do it, and we'll try to understand it as soon as it's done. श्रुत्वा चैतत् त्रिलोकज्ञो
Shrutva chaitat
त्रिलोकज्ञो
trilokagno
वाल्मीकेर्नारदो वचः
Valmike narado vachaha
वाल्मीकेर्नारदो वचः
Valmikeer narado vachaha
श्रूयतामिति चामन्त्र्य
Shroyatamiti chamantriyataha
चामन्त्र्य
chamantriya
प्रहृष्टो वाक्यम् अब्रवीत्
prahasto vakyam abravite
प्रहृष्टः
prahashta
this is rukara प्रहृष्टो
prahasto
not ha hru
prahasto
प्रसृष्टो हृष्टो okay
prahasto
वाक्यम् अब्रवीत्
prahastro
अब्रवीत्
vakyam abravite.
nice, thank you very much. So by any chance like what is your matrubhasha, can I just know that? Because Hindi. Oh okay,
Yeah.
ठीक है.
Can you just spell last word? Vakyam brabit.
वाक्यम् अब्रवीत्. वाक्यम् अब्रवीत्.
Why we are saying in between?
So it's just I'm just breaking the sandhi there. It is actually vakyam and then it is followed by abravit. So it's just vakyam abravit. When you add these two together, you get vakyam abravit.
Okay. Thank you.
All right. So is somebody else also ready to read this shloka once more? Second time. Is someone ready?
Yeah, I'll read.
Okay. श्रुत्वा चैतत्रिलोकज्ञो
श्रुत्वा चैतत्रिलोकज्ञो
वाल्मीकेर्नारदो वचः
वाल्मीकिर्नारदो वचः
श्रूयतामिति चामन्त्र्य
श्रूयतामिति चामन्त्र्या
प्रहृष्टो वाक्यमब्रवीत्.
प्रहृष्टो वाक्यमब्रवीत्.
This is hru, man. Ha, there is a rutva after
Ah,
that. Prahru.
प्रहृष्टो
Prahrushto vakyam abravit.
प्रहृष्टो वाक्यमब्रवीत्.
Okay. So we'll try to understand this shloka. So what has happened till now? Let's not forget. Just by reading shlokas, we might forget what is going on. Till now, Valmiki Maharshi has put forth a bunch of qualities, and he is asking if there is such a person with all these qualities that is also presently there, not somebody from past. And then right now he's asked, you are the only one who can know it. This is what I desire to hear, and you are the one who can know all of this, so let me know. That was the previous shloka. And then this is what is happening. Shrutva cha etat. Shrutva etat shrutva. After listening to this, Trilokagnaha, Naradaha Trilokagnaha, Valmikehe vachaha. So after listening to all of this, Shrutva cha etat Trilokagnaha Naradaha, this Triloka, okay, maybe it's harder for us to look at this and understand the Padavicheda. This is clearer. Shrutva cha etat Trilokagnaha Valmikehe Naradaha vachaha Shruyatam iti cha amantriya prahrushto vakyam abravit. So we can catch hold of the verb here. Abravit is the verb. Okay. Pravit means he said. What did he say? Vakyam abravit. He said these words. Who said these words? Prahrishtaha vakyam abravit. Prahrishtaha kaha? Naradaha. Kidrushaha Naradaha. Trilokagnaha prahrishtaha Naradaha. Okay. So the one who knows everything in the three lokas is Trilokagnaha. That kind of Narada who is Prahrishta. What is Prahrishta? Very gladly, verily, verily. Okay. Prahrishtaha. Okay. So he gladly said, Prahrishtaha Naradaha. Interesting. Prahrishtaha Naradaha Vakyam Abravit. He said these words. What else is left? We have covered these parts. And then to whom is this being said? Valmikehe Vachaha Shrutva. After listening to Valmiki's words, Valmikehe Vachaha Shrutva. Etat Vachaha Shrutva. After listening to this words of Narada, Valmiki, Shruyatam iti amantriya. Shruyatam, listen to me. Iti amantriya. He called upon, or he said, okay, now listen to me. Amantriya. Amantrana means to welcome somebody, right? He welcomed Valmiki to listen. Shruyatam iti amantriya. Prahrushtaha Naradaha Trilokajnascha evam vakyam abravit. He said the following. So, this is what is being said. On listening to the words of Valmiki, the perceptor of the three worlds, sage Narada, said, let it be heard. Shruyatam. Okay, let it be heard. Okay, fine. It's way too formal, but it's like, come listen to me. He said it very gladly. I have been waiting for such kind of question. That is what Prahrishta is basically pointing to. Narada always wants to talk about Vishnu, his different leelas, different avataras, etc. Now that Valmiki Maharshi has asked, he is very glad to answer this. He wants to always speak of this. So thus he is happy. And he said, okay, come, I'll tell you. Okay?
Tilkamji, have a small
Yes.
doubt. Yeah. So, how are you arranging the words in the shloka? Because it's definitely not written in a line. Is it just intuition that you put, like you told Prahirshtaha, Naradaha,
Yes.
then like all the words are all over the slokam, not in the same order as such. So
Correct.
how do you decide which order to choose to understand the
It's
technique, right?
depending on the vibhakti, sir.
Can you please put it?
Yes. So it's depending on the vibhakti. So this is what I have heard, I have seen people do. What they do is, although I have learned this on my own, not really learning from somebody, I have been listening to a lot of things, and this is how I got to understand it. Abravit. This is what this is the past tense of bravit. Bravit means to bruyat, or so this is to say. Abravit means he said. That's what it means. Vakyam abravit. Taha ahrishtaha. So, like, this is from some amount of understanding of how Samskrita works, right? Uh, Balaha khadati, etc. Or Balaha akhadam, I think. So, so we know that this is in Prathama Vibhakti. Prahrishtaha is in Prathama Vibhakti. So is Valmikihi. Oh, is that correct? No, no, no. Naradaha. Okay, both of these are okay, sorry. Not Valmikihi is not in Prathama Vibhakti. Valmikehe iti daktam. Valmikihi, if it is there, it's in first Prathama Vibhakti. So definitely this Prahrishta is not referring to Valmiki. It is referring to Narada. Okay. So Valmikehe vachaha shrutva. We can nicely arrange these three words. Valmikehe vachaha shrutva. After shrutva means after listening to. Valmikehe vachaha. The words of Valmiki. This is of Valmiki. Of Valmiki. Valmikehe means of Valmiki. So this is how one can intuitively get it. So it takes a bunch of time just understanding each of these words separately, trying to understand what vibhakti it is in. So you are saying of Valmiki, Naradaha, Vachaha. So what is referring to what? It's just a bit of intuition and also exposure, a lot of exposure. Valmikehe Vachaha Shrutva, Etat Vachaha Valmikehe Shrutva. After listening to these words of Valmiki, Lokajnaha Naradaha Shruyatam iti Amantriya. Amantriya, Shrutva, Amantriya. All of these are Asamapaka Kriyas. As you can see, they have not completed, the action is not yet complete. Shrutva, after listening to, and then Amantriya, welcomed, after welcoming, Abravit, he said. So this is the actual word. These two are Asamapaka Kriyas. They are just showing the action that has been going on in the past, that has been happening. Shrutva, after listening to these words of Narada, Trilokajnaha, sorry, these words of Valmiki, Trilokajnaha Naradaha, Shruyatamiti Amantriya, he called upon him and said, Shruyatam, he said, iti means he said. So it's like, iti is like the inverted commas. So all of this Shruyatam is in inverted commas. He said, uh, listen to me, or listen to this. Iti Amantriya. प्रहृष्टः वाक्यम् अब्रवीत्. प्रहृष्टः कः again? नारदः एव प्रहृष्टः. Narada वाक्यम् अब्रवीत्. He said the following. Did that make sense?
Yeah, yeah. Thank you very much, Vikanji.
Okay. I don't know. It can feel overwhelming at start, but you just keep on listening to the same words. You like intuitively start to understand what each of these uh, uh, these words actually mean with this taihi ye. So like Valmikehe. When I said Valmikehe, so this is interesting because I did not learn the Sanskritam in a traditional way. I learned just by listening to it over and over again. So when I see Valmikehe, I have an intuitive understanding of what it is. So it takes a minute for me to translate it into English and say, oh, it's of Valmiki. So, but of course, that can be developed by anybody. I learned it very recently, just 2-3 years ago. So, uh,
Thank you. Thank you.
yeah, it's just effort and time. So, we'll go to the next shloka. Is somebody ready?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
बहवो दुर्लभाश्चैव
बहवो दुर्लभाश्चैव
ये त्वया कीर्तिता गुणाः
ये त्वया कीर्तिता गुणाः
मुने वक्ष्याम्यहं बुद्ध्वा
मुने वक्ष्याम्यहं बुद्ध्वा
निर्युक्तः श्रूयतान्नरः
तैर्युक्तः श्रूयतां नरः.
Thank you very much. Is somebody else also ready? We'll read this shloka once more.
Yes.
Okay. बहवो दुर्लभाश्चैव
बहवो दुर्लभाश्चैव
ये त्वया कीर्तिता गुणाः
ये तव्या कीर्तिता गुणा
मुने वक्ष्याम्यहं बुद्ध्वा
मुने वक्ष्याम्यहं बुद्धा
तैर्युक्तः श्रूयतान्नरः.
ते युक्तं श्रूयतां नरः.
Thank you. So I'll read it once more. बहवो दुर्लभाश्चैव ये त्वया कीर्तिता गुणाः मुने वक्ष्याम्यहं बुद्ध्वा तैर्युक्तः श्रूयतान्नरः. So let's try to understand this. बहवो दुर्लभाः एव ये त्वया कीर्तिताः गुणाः. So let's try to go back to this one. It is nicely separated out. Bahavaha durlabhaha. Bahavaha means many. Durlabhaha. They are very hard to come. Very hard to obtain. Durlabhaha. Eva. Tvaya kirtitaha gunaha. Yeah. All these gunaha that you have just mentioned. Kirtitaha. Kirtitaha means you have great gunas that you have just said about. All these are many and very hard to come by. Then he is saying, Mune, hey Mune. So, O Valmiki, Vakshyami, I'll tell you. Kim aham buddhva taihi yuktaha naraha ataha shruyatam. So he is saying, I'll tell you. Shruyatam, listen to me. I'll tell you. Vakshyami means to tell. Shruyatam, Vakshyami, hey Mune. What is being said? Aham buddhva taihi उक्तः गुणाः तादृशः नरः अहं बुद्ध्वा वक्ष्यामि. Buddhva means after knowing. Is that correct? Buddhva vakshyami. I will try to know. Like he is a world seer, right? He is Trilokagnya. So he will quickly look at the whole world and try to remember or try to see somebody who has all these gunas. So Shruyatam Tadrushah Kidrushah Naraha. Okay. So this is what I understand. Let's see. Mune, hey sage Valmiki, Bhavaha Durlabhaha, many non-attainable, not easy to obtain. Eva also, ye gunaha, Tvaya kirtitaha, you have extolled, sorry. You have said so many gunas. Tair yuktaha naraha, the one person who has all of these gunas, tair yuktaha naraha, shruyatam, I'll tell you, aham buddhva, I having known, vakshyami, I speak. So it's kind of okay. Yeah. Any doubts or anything right now? So this is what is being said. Hey Valmiki, the merits that you have extolled are many and unattainable even for great emperors, let alone ordinary humans. Also infinite are they. Okay. This is Okay, he is adding so many new things into the actual thing rather than saying what is being said in the shloka, which is good, but it is not for my taste. uh, so the main thing is this is what he is saying. I know such a person. I am Shruyatam. I'll tell you. Uh, you have already told about so many great gunas. I'll let you know of such a person. That is what is being said. We'll do one more shloka because this shloka is the one where Rama actually appears. So we'll stop with this shloka, next shloka. So if somebody is ready to chant, we will start. Somebody ready? It's okay. Somebody who has already done also can come because we are at shloka 7. There are 14 people. So we are doing each shloka twice. So I know almost all of you have already gone once. Yeah.
Okay, I can.
Okay. Ikshvakuvansh prabhavo
इक्ष्वाकुवंशं प्रभवो
Ramo नाम जनैः श्रुतः
रामो नाम जने श्रुतः
नियतात्मा महावीर्यो
नियतात्मा महावीर्यो
द्युतिमान् धृतिमान् वशी
धृतिमान् वशी द्युति
द्युतिमान् धृतिमान्.
ओके धृतिमान् वशी.
Yes. Thank you very much. If somebody else is also ready, we'll once again do it.
Yes.
Yes. Ikshvakuvansh prabhavo
शवाकुवंशप्रभवो
Ramo नाम जनैः श्रुतः
रामो नाम जनैः श्रुतः
नियतात्मा महावीर्यो
नियतात्मा महावीर्यो
द्युतिमान् धृतिमान् वशी.
द्युतिमान् धृतिमान् वशी.
Thank you very much. So we'll quickly look at the meaning of this shloka. Ikshvaku Prabhavaha. He said, I'll tell you about such a person. Naraha aham vadami. Who is this person? Ikshvaku Prabhavaha. There is one person who is born in Ikshvaku Vamsha. Prabhavaha. Prabhavaha means has been born. Ikshvaku Prabhavaha. One who has been born in Ikshvaku Vamsha. Ramaha. Iti nama tasya. His name is Rama. Janaihi Shrutaha. People, all people know him as Rama. Niyatatma. What is Niyatatma? Who has Niyati? Mahaviryaha. Who is of great strength. Dyutiman. The one who is always shining. Who has light. Dyuti. Dhrutiman. Dhrutiman. What does Dhruti mean? Okay, let's check. Willpower. Dhrutiman is resplendent one. I don't know such big words. Let me search. Google. Resplendent, attractive, impressive. Iti. Let's also search Dhrutiman. Let's search Dhruti itself. Self-command, courage, etc. That is Dhruti. Dhrutiman. Let's also search Dhrutiman. Steadfast, resolute, content, calm, etc. So, Dhrutiman Vashi. Vashi is somebody who has Vasha, who is in control. So, that is what Narada Maharshi had to say. The first words that Narada Maharshi says about such a person who has all these great qualities is his name is Rama and he is born in Ikshvaku Vamsha and he is a Niyatatma. What is Niyati? Niyati. Niyati is destiny. Itiva. Self-restraint ityapi asti. Self-command, religious duty, etc. So such kind of niyati, niyatatma, mahaviryaha of great virya. We'll also search what virya is. Okay, energy, virility, heroic sentiment, etc. Of great virya. Dhutiman, Vashi. So we'll stop here. Dhanyavadaha. Sarvam Sri Ramarpanamastu. Anything before we stop?
Would it be
Thank you,
good if
Mahadev.
Hello? Anything you want to say before we stop?
thank you, sir.
All right. Thank you very much. Dhanyavadaha.
Thank you.
Namaskaraha.
Dhanyavad.
Tomorrow same time, sir.
Yeah, we'll try. Yes. I'll let
Okay.
you know in the group.
Okay. Sure. Thank you.
Yes.